good thing, because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe, as we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Sun Devils will put it away to start the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Cincinnati's offense will go to work first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just...
There he goes! That's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? You get the big hit and force the fumble.
Leaves it with the running back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to fire on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Napier. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Napier. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and the first down. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. A jet sweep pass. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Guys, when you think about Arizona State, they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game, a remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road potentially, but you got to win this one.
No doubt, and I think it's hard because you start to see the finish line now. Getting later in the season, knowing where you're ranked, what's at stake. Let's see how they handle the pressure.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Sun Devils have pushed it inside the 20. Give to Brown. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Using the quick game. Headed to the end zone. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Across the 25, he's got room. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Quinn. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. But he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
The Sun Devils trying to pay off the threat on first. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Quinn. Rushes on him. Got rid of it just in time.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Gonna look downfield again. Spins away from the defense. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Simmons. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. Now the lead is down to 11. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Syracuse is going to enjoy the trip back to Central New York after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there inside the Dome, and suddenly it's quite the resume. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited bit.
Turning it on! Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up of 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Flores. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
The sure hands, it's Johnson. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
It's complete to the left. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to... that muscle. So first down here as they go back to work. Here we go. from the gun. The running back looking for room. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. Breaks it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Arizona State. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. They'll give it to Johnson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. On the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run. Backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Got it looking for a first. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Bearcats will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Well, this guy's getting himself into a rhythm here early. You just saw a beautiful throw on the previous play, and now he's showing off the speed. And you can't blame him, honestly. When you run like him, even if it's first down, if it's not open, just take off. This defense is going to be on their heels all game long if they can't find a way to start slowing him down.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Cincinnati, 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Quinn. Under fire. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Bearcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The handoff to Johnson. There he goes. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Bearcats are on the move.
And that's good enough for first down.
He'll pull it on the read. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Picked up some yardage on the ground, now here comes 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the Heat. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Bearcats want to pick up the tempo. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Punt is in the air on 4th down. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike well.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. That running back looks as if he'd be at home in the receiver room with that footwork along the sideline.
Yeah, Reese, this defense is going to have their hands full because this is a complete running back. He's not good just blocking or running with the football, but he can catch it as well.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception.
They'll send the back in motion. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Makes the catch. It's Napier. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fakes the grab on the left.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. And the Sun Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. They want to get this defense on its heels. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got the tight end. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's got him still on his feet. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be...
Makes the grab on the right. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Quinn. Makes the grab. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Sends it downfield. He's got it along the sideline. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. It's our forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the 1st half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there today in Tempe than you do? And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountain America Stadium.
The Bearcats will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. They're working that left side. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
This defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up.
Oh, he's got some space. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single...
Going deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
The defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up a bit.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Buys a little time with his feet. Firing to the right, complete. Drag down. They'll move the sticks for a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's almost as if the defense knew that jet sweep was coming. Great job getting penetration at the point of attack, and they were in the backfield, nowhere for the receiver to go.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. This time, they get him in the backfield, and they take back what he got on the previous play. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Let's go. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got it on the run. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the first down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page, coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Quinn. Makes the grab, it's Johnson. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. Still on his feet at the 45. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. And the Bearcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the...
Touchdown, Bearcats! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life in this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And his QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success, but man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize. They get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce back from that interception.
From the gun, the ground game. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
To the air, it's Quinn. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Covey. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The last two plays have not gone as scripted. It's 3rd and 19. They'll go right back to him. Breaks into the open. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. fourth down attempt coming. Throws to the wideout. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And the Bearcats have it with a first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And this offense, man, it's just been one of those days. And they're not going to want to watch the tape, but they haven't put up a bunch of points. They're getting scored on a lot. It's one of those days you want to forget. And adding a drop to the tally is just the cherry on the sundae.
Thanks, looking for the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And he added the extra point. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
This time on target. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Flores. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
I think some people might say...
Touchdown, Arizona State! And they take it in for 6 more points. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. A quick pass to the left.
And then man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Might as well give it to him again. Can't get him to the ground. It's a runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Look out, he's got room. He's into the open down the middle. Past the 30, at the 20. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it on the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You can tell surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Got a man. It's Flores. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Sun Devils have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Caught close to the marker. It's Napier. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Napier. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this quarterback, and his receivers have been winning one-on-one.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Ball's out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
Yeah, and that's fumbles in consecutive weeks. Coaches don't like that. They start to, you know what happens is the trust factor goes out the window. I don't want to run you as much because I can't trust you as much, especially in big spots. Got to hold on to that football.
Gives it to the back on the draw. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. Bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. He rifles one deep to the left. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The Bearcats send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Unloads it downfield. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Arizona State.
After this, it'll be a wrap. To the air on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.